Some places are just magnets for misfortune, vessels of shadows where tragedy isn't an anomaly, but a resident. The Cecil Hotel in downtown Los Angeles is one such place. And in 2013, it offered up one of the internet's most chilling, baffling mysteries: the death of Elisa Lam. Her story, captured on a single grainy security video, ignited a global obsession. A young woman, seemingly battling unseen forces in an elevator, only to be found weeks later, decomposing in the hotel's rooftop water tank. The official ruling was accidental drowning. But when you delve into the Cecil Hotel's dark past, accidental is a word that rings hollow. Elisa Lam, a 21-year-old student from British Columbia, was on a solo road trip across the West Coast. On January 26, 2013, she checked into the Cecil Hotel, a budget accommodation infamous for its proximity to Skid Row and its long, dark history. She was due to check out on January 31st. She never did. Her family reported her missing when she stopped contacting them. The LAPD launched a search, but weeks passed with no sign of Elisa. Then, on February 19th, guests began complaining about low water pressure and foul-tasting water. A maintenance worker was dispatched to the rooftop. What he found in one of the large water tanks changed everything, and the world was about to see the last moments of Elisa Lam, captured by the hotel's own surveillance. The footage, released by the LAPD, is deeply unsettling. Elisa enters the elevator, presses multiple floor buttons. The doors don't close. She peeks out, nervously, then withdraws. She repeats this, stepping fully out, gesticulating wildly, seemingly talking to or arguing with an unseen person. She gets back in, tries the buttons again, then exits, looking distressed, and walks away. The doors finally close. This footage lasts almost 4 minutes. It is the last confirmed sighting of Elisa Lam alive. What was she doing? Who was she talking to? Why were the elevator doors malfunctioning? And how did she end up in a sealed water tank on the roof? The official conclusion was accidental drowning, exacerbated by her bipolar disorder, which may have led to a psychotic episode. But the logistics of how she reached the water tank defy logic. First, the rooftop was locked. Guests needed a keycard and a special code to access it. Any alarms triggered if a door was forced would have alerted security. Yet no alarms were noted. Second, the water tanks themselves. They were massive, almost 8 feet tall, and insulated to keep the water cool. Accessing them required a ladder, which was never found. More importantly, the heavy metal lids were extremely difficult to open, and would have required significant effort to move and then close. When her body was found, it was naked, her clothes floating beside her. Her personal effects, including her room key and phone, were never found. The autopsy revealed no signs of trauma, no struggle, no sexual assault, just accidental drowning. Was she alone? Was she fleeing someone? Or was a psychotic break so profound that she somehow navigated multiple locked doors, climbed an 8-foot tank, opened a heavy lid, got in, and then closed it behind her? The official explanation left more questions than answers. To truly understand the unease surrounding Elisa Lam's death, you must understand the Cecil Hotel. Opened in 1927, it was once a grand, opulent establishment. But the Great Depression hit hard, and the hotel began its descent into infamy. From the 1930s onwards, the Cecil became synonymous with tragedy. Numerous suicides occurred within its walls. Guests jumped from windows, landing on awnings or the pavement below. It was a place where life seemed to simply end. Even more chilling, the Cecil Hotel was a known haunt for serial killers. Elizabeth Short, the infamous Black Dahlia, was rumored to have been seen at the hotel just before her horrific murder in 1947. And for years, the night stalker, Richard Ramirez, lived on the hotel's top floor during his brutal killing spree in the mid-1980s. He paid just $14 a night. Another serial killer, Jack Unterweger, also stayed at the Cecil in 1991, during which he murdered 3 prostitutes in LA. He later claimed the hotel had a special vibe. A special vibe indeed, where darkness seemed to find a home. When Elisa Lam died, the Cecil Hotel had been rebranded as Stay on Main. But a new name couldn't erase decades of despair, death, and unanswered questions. Was Elisa Lam's death a tragic accident, a mental health crisis ending in an impossible series of events? Or was she a final, tragic victim of a hotel that seems to actively draw misfortune? A place where the veil between the living and the dead, the sane and the psychotic, wears thin. A hotel where some check in and never truly check out. The mystery of Elisa Lam's final moments, trapped in that malfunctioning elevator, and her impossible journey to the water tank, remains one of the internet's most haunting cases. What truly happened to Elisa Lam at the Cecil Hotel? Let us know your theories in the comments below.